There is an African proverb: the child who is not embraced by the village will burn it down to feel its warmth. And, as all good Fallout games do, Fallout 2 allows you to kill anyone you please, even your own village that you are supposed to save. The game allows you to get a rare evil ending if you turn Arroyo hostile and then wait for a certain amount of time to pass, or proceed to leave the town. So, to make getting this ending as interesting as possible, I devised a challenge. The only rules are that I cannot leave Arroyo until every single creature has been killed, and I am not allowed to die, though I can reload if I softlock myself. I've already touched on the issue of Fallout 2 supposedly being insanely hard in the beginning, but this time I actually have to get off my high horse and make do with what I can find in the starter town. A perfect build is a must. Using the gifted trait, we get high strength, perception, endurance, and agility to make sure we can output and subsequently receive as much damage as possible. We pair this with the heavy-handed trait and by tagging unarmed, melee, and sneak. And without further ado, let's begin. After previously attempting to start off the run by killing Clint and dying a few times, I instead decide that I have to proceed through the Temple of Trials as usual. I'm killing every enemy I can for XP and looting every container for healing items. I have to be careful to take as little damage as possible because I'm saving the healing powders for the actual challenge. When getting to this pressure plate room, I'm struggling to decide whether to disarm the traps for XP or to intentionally trigger them and pick up the sharpened poles to use as throwing weapons. In the end, the poles were nearly useless, so if you ever attempt this challenge, I recommend you to just disarm each and every one, no matter how tedious it may look. I proceeded through the temple pretty easily and already got a taste of the hand-to-hand combat demigod I had crafted. Cameron proved no match. Although killing him after he surrenders would have been a creative way of turning the village hostile, I still wanted to use Hakunin for healing and crafting more healing powders before going on my killing spree. So with that, I vowed to one day finish the job and then took the Vault Dweller's clothes and Pip-Boy for an unholy purpose. Once out of the temple, I looted Grandma's shack and agreed to start the cleansing by eradicating the town pests. I got a little melee weapons 101 and then set off to kill the spore plants for Hakunin. Once both were dead, I went back to the shaman so he could heal me and tell me where to find ingredients for healing powder. So I followed his directions and made sure that no geckos were left before I picked up all the Brock flower and Xander root and rescued this dog here. After exiting the hunting grounds, I have Hakunin make me some powder. I proceed to steal flint from my aunt, which I then have this guy use to upgrade my spear. Now it's time to actually attack my village. I decide that the best position to begin the attack is from this cave opening here, so none of the tribals can glitch out of the map if they start to run away. As you can see here, the sharpened poles do jack. After switching to a real weapon, the carnage begins. 3 warriors approach and slowly corner me, driving me back into the temple to heal myself and rethink my strategy. Once I leave, however, I realize that I forgot that exiting the Temple of Trials places you right in front of the Elder's tent. So now I have to kill her and somehow make it out before the other warriors corner me. I push one of them back to make an escape and watch the rest of them throw spears at me, all in vain. Eventually, I fall into a repeating process of having them chase after me and just get close enough for me to attack them once, and then run with my remaining action points. The chase ends back at the Elder's tent. I then move further south to kill everyone who didn't join the battle one by one. A lot of walking back and forth commences around this well, but even these unarmed fighters can't stop me. As I move back up north, I am faced with an interesting challenge. I have to prevent these tribals from walking off the exit grid, since then I won't be able to chase after them and I will have soft-locked the challenge. This woman runs right up to me but flees after taking a single stab from my spear. Hakunin, the dog, and these two guys run right to her rescue. This man flees after being damaged. Hakunin runs for no reason. His compatriot and the dog continue to pursue me while I slowly erode their health, and obviously they both end up dead, giving me the last bit of XP I needed to level up. I choose bonus hit-to-hit damage to maximize my effectiveness in close-up combat. In a regular unarmed or melee run, this would be your first perk anyway. I invest all my skill points in sneak, and then it's time to carefully kill the tribals who previously escaped my wrath. After a few failed attempts, I decide to sneak around the garden to get Hakunin from the direction I can't have him fleeing towards. I work as an evil shepherd, driving the tribespeople away from the exit grid to where I can kill them safely. I execute Hakunin together with 2 men and 1 woman who encircle the Brahmin pen. Speaking of Brahmin, they technically count towards the challenge just like geckos and ants, and so I leave them logged in for now and shower them with spears. The first few are easy to take down from outside, but for the remaining ones I need to catch the right moment when they are just close enough to the gate for my attacks to reach them. However, in frustration I eventually kick down the gate and take down the last 2 Brahmin up close. Making my way back down south, I get jumped by some survivors. This was the guy that taught me melee skills. It seems the apprentice has become the master. I think it's finally time to head back to where this all started and make the kill I had to deny myself at the beginning. Clint seriously messes me up, but luckily for me misses his spear throw, allowing me to come in clean with the counterattack. It's crazy how empty and lifeless this village has become. There's only one area left with living inhabitants. I wanted to rest up a little and heal, and luckily I did not trigger the cutscene that would have ended the game. Once in the bridge area, I'm attacked by 3 warriors. I have them chase me around the tents as I have before and let them soak up the spear damage. After killing 2 of them, I notice the 3rd has decided to hide out in this tent here. With every single one of our brothers and sisters dead and no one left to help him, I decide to kill him with a spear throw. I miss twice. And finally, with this unseen kill, I have succeeded in wiping out all of Arroyo. Now all that's left is walking off this map to receive the bad ending cutscene from what can only be Hakunin from the afterlife.
Chosen, the village dies. All of our futures die too.
Thanks for watching. If you're interested in a wide array of Fallout content, including but not limited to future challenges, please consider subscribing. In any case, have a nice day, and God bless you.